I'm gonna start off with my Speedos. Probably wear these next couple of days. Maybe I'll sing and dance or something. Well, I can't sing and dance for anybody would ever enjoy it. So I think there's probably one or two little ladies that are getting turned on. Now, if you're a guy getting turned on, hey, that's your business. Just don't keep it to yourself, or share it with somebody of your own orientation. But I'm straight. Let me get. I probably won't do anything special for New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. I might get for celebration. A couple of them I attended to in the past. Um, Now the last one that I remember was ZZ Top, the rock band, that little band from Texas. ZZ Top used to do a New Year's Eve thing here in the Valley, in the Phoenix area. I remember going to one years and years ago. I think it's like between '82 and '83. Now I remember the last meal that I had from 1982 was an enchilito. Now, I haven't been at Taco Bell in many, many years. I eat at home all the time. I don't eat out anymore. Hang on one second. They said the last meal from 1982 was an enchilito, and I don't think you can buy those anymore. Um, but it's a kind of a half-assed version between an enchilada and a burrito. They were pretty good. I had quite a few of them. Like I said, I haven't eaten out in many, many years. I'll tell you what I probably will have for the last meal for 2025 is one of these. Now, Walmart's got these for, I could buy a buck and a quarter, something like that. Now, that's one of these firewalks. This is a pork one. Really love the taste there of pork. I don't know why. I just started loving those. I'll probably have that tomorrow night. I may eat something else, but I'll probably have that, tomorrow afternoon sometime. Now, I got I said that concert in '82 was it's like about 2 o'clock in the morning of 1983. It ended a combination of I don't feel comfortable driving at 2 in the morning with a bunch of drunks on the road. My depth perception is not that with prescription glasses. It's not too bad, but my depth perception is off a little bit, so I really don't like driving at night very much. But anyway, I'm not. I'm just gonna stay home. I tell you what I might do if I can find some is get some gunfire sounds. Now, I might find. Last time I checked, I couldn't find too many. So if I can find some decent gunfire sounds, now I did have some 6x9 speakers, out of body speakers. Last time I dragged them up on the roof and just hooked them up to. I think at the time I had about a 400-watt audio amplifier. I don't think this one I've got here will put out quite that much, but I did play these gunfire sounds, and a few of the neighbors were kind of looking around trying to figure out what was going on. And we had a few cops that were going up and down the road trying to figure out where gunshots were coming from. And I guess they could come over here and get me for disturbing the peace. I don't know. Last time I checked, I couldn't find too much in the way of gunfire sounds. Now I do have an LP record that I did have some sound effects on there. I don't know what's on there as far as gunfire sounds or on there or not. Much that I can find. Of course, I may just fall asleep and wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and other people are probably sounding off a combination of fireworks and real gunshots. So who knows? I remember one guy had um, a real Thompson, 45 caliber Thompson, and I just remember talking to him. He showed me a baggie of spent 45 ACP shells, and I'd ask him about it. He said, "Oh, I just pulled my Thompson out and let it go off the side of this field over here." Of course, there's houses there now. It's an apartment complex, and now, so if you did that now, you'd be in serious trouble. But you don't do that; they'd get you. Um, I don't know what he did with that Thompson. That would be neat to have. That'd be worth some money. I think it's worth some money back in, but I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm not going to light off. I did something one time, and I'm not going to admit to having done that. So you'll not hear on YouTube. It didn't threaten anybody's life, but it was something I shouldn't have. But I'd had a fair amount of alcohol before I did it. It's not a confession. I didn't tell you that. Let's see what else is I got to say. Oh, was my noon meal for January of 2026 might be this. I might eat this. I might eat something else. These ghost peppers. Uh, I'll probably eat a quarter of this, toss it in the fridge, and mix it with about a 3/4 full can of regular chicken noodles. I might not. I might just leave this open. I mean, closed and not touch it. Just wait. Sometime I might open this up. I'll let you know what this, how hot this is if I ever open this up. Let's see. Another thing I've got some ideas on. Earlier I was talking about what type of Jeep you like. Now the type of, if I was gonna get um, a Jeep, I'd probably go with maybe like a Wagoneer or a Jeep Grand Cherokee, something like that. Now I don't know. I don't think they're quite big enough for a guy 6 feet tall to strike that in the back on a foam pad and be comfy. So what I might do, if I find one, I'd probably find one that needs some, that is not all rusted out, but maybe it needed an engine or something. I could just go through, rebuild an engine for it and then use it. I'm not looking to buy one right now because I don't have any money. But if I did that, I'd probably find me just a single axle trailer, no shell on there, and then build something fairly robust, fairly sound, with some good stiff suspension on there that I could tow behind there, so I could build something fairly strong that would take the bumps and bruises of rough backcountry roads and stuff. You kind of get the idea of the kind of camping I'd be interested in. I'd want to go out and do it for a day or two here and there. Or maybe I'd luck out and have some chick that say, hey, James, I need a part-time boyfriend. Hey, accompany me to some really nice backwoodsy places. We'll get to know each other a little bit better in some of these back forest or backwoodsy places, back part of the deep, remote desert, eating a bunch of cactus and the coyotes and mountain lions and Gila monsters and all that. Just having fun under the stars. You get what I mean. I might luck out and find some chick like that. Maybe she's got a YouTube channel, is real famous, or maybe she's just fixing to retire and wants a guy to go along with her and wrench on her stuff. Just ideas that kick around back of my head. If you're that chick that wants a guy to, if you're that chick that just wants somebody to go out with to wrench on your stuff to make sure we get back in one piece, you let me know. Maybe come back as two individuals that just don't like each other. Who knows? Okay, just tossing it out there. Okay, bye-bye. Hey, let's have a happy new year. Bye-bye. Ciao. Auf Wiedersehen. Vacan Dios. Mahalo. Orva. I like saying Orva. I need to, hey, if you're what's the word the French call their women? If you want to teach me a word of French beside a nice comfy campfire, I'd be up for it. I'm not real good at French, but if I had a good teacher, might be up for it. Okay, bye-bye. Love y'all. Let's stay interesting. Let's stay spooky. Bye-bye.